Right, next project. A solid oak chair. I've got 4 of these in mint condition. Nothing wrong with them, they just want reupholstering. And I've had them 10 years. I've been trying to get rid of them for 7 years. Nobody wanted them. So they've been in my bedroom gathering dust for 7 years. So they're going to be chopped up and turned into something. Yeah, that would make a different shaped box. Difficult to make a lid in the bottom. Well, the bottom would be alright, but the lid would be a challenge. Let's go for it, because we've not only got the bent shape that way, we've got the bent shape that way. I can do it. Right, I've got to put a groove in there which is going that way, but it's also going that way. And the only cutting tool I've got is that profile there. Now I could get away with that, so I've got to make a jig that's going to be dangerous. Very dangerous. So I can stick that on there. And follow that round. To cut a groove all the way in there. So, whatever I try on my machines, don't ever attempt, because sometimes they're not good ideas. Like, that's going to be spinning at a few thousand revs. Now that's going to go in quite a lot. So I should have cut off a V really. You know, this is dangerous. This is stupidity. So somehow I've got to fix up there. I've got one fixing spot there. Now I'm going to be dragging that this way. And what I don't want touching, that's the only thing I want touching, is that. So would that there do it? Nearly. That would do it. But then that movement there is going to need watch yourselves. Somehow another piece on the back that I can run against, and I think that's the way to go, rather than having that one there. So if that was just to go there, and that was to clamp on there, I reckon that would do it. Like I say, people, whatever I try, don't duplicate, because it's dangerous. That's a mess. I haven't got a fixing point just there. So I'd have to put a piece of wood on there. Right, so that means it needs a piece of wood underneath as well. So I'll stick that on there. Stick that under there. Because I could pray as well. And it's probably a good idea to pray when you're doing stupid things like this. Because these machines are not made for people like me. That needs a shim under it. Right. Now I've got to set that piece of wood up. Once coming over the tab. I suppose I could take 2 passes on it. And that is what I'm going to have to do. So I need another piece of wood. Under there. You know, this isn't stupid. It's not suicidal, but that is at the highest it can go. And it might jump out. No, it's not plugged in. It does help if it's plugged in. If I can find the right plug for it. Right, that's the one. Right. Safety glasses Now, I don't want a chunk out my face, but I don't want to lose an eye. Right, check that's straight. I'm not quite happy with that because it's twisted slightly. You've got to remember the vibration as well. And then that is going to be fed through there. And that's too much to start with. Oh, that is tight. Like I say, don't try what I tried, because we don't all think different. We don't think the same. Now, because I'm in front of that, this is where it becomes... Right, the other thing is, that needs going on the bed more. So all that needs turning around, because I need the workpiece to be on it. So that's not in the right place. Because of that curve there. So I can't, it needs to all be on the surface. So that might actually turn out better for me, because I can turn that this way and run the piece away from me, which is safer. So if I can get on both, under there, like that, then that is safer, because now it's away from me. So if it does spin off, it's going to go over there and not into me. So if I can get that to there, that needs to go that way. Like I say, never copy anything I do. You might think, oh, that's a good idea. Well, I'm used to doing stupid things, so I'm okay to a certain degree. That's not going to move. That's got to be cut in there. And when I get to there, it's got to twist. And that's in the way, look. So it's a good job I tried that before I shoved it through. And then I'm going to keep that straight, because that's got a bloody bevel on it as well. So here goes, I'll say goodbye now in case it all goes wrong. That wasn't a bad attempt, you know. If I could see what I was doing, it would be better. But that's slightly shy, that end. I've got to do 2 of those. So the reason they've got to be straight is because it's curved that way. It's also curved that way. That's why I've got to make this jig up. Now the router itself is as high as it can go. And it's also only just in the machine. And what I've got to do is get some get some of this ply in it, and it just goes in there snug as a bug. Now obviously the ply's got to be cut to shape as well, but I've got to pass that through there again, I think. Right, out you go, you. Dangerous in it. As much as I love my dog round me, I don't want him around me now. So that, I'm going to do that one first. So that's going to go that way. And that's not quite as high as I want it to start with. And I know that because it's on the line there, not quite there. So I've got to hold that up as well. I've got to, yeah, this is dangerous. Now that's fine, but it does need going through one more pass, slightly tighter. And if I can keep it like that, I think that's, yeah. If I can get that through once more, like that, then I've achieved what I wanted to do. If the video is not up and somebody else puts it up in years to come, you know I lost my hand and bled to death. Do not try shit like this. Right, I survived that, but I won't be trying the fucker again. And the reason I've had to, I wanted to keep these on rather than cut these straight. So when I make the box, It's got a nice shape to it both ways, and I only just got away with that with all that vibrated undone. But this got to be made to fit yet, and it will. So that's the scary bit over, and I survived. Now what I've got to do is establish, let's put a block there for a minute, is establish the shape. Lucky for me, I've got just, yeah, that's just the piece, that is. So I need to get the shape on that. Which is, I don't know if these ones will fit it. That's up on the outside, I think. Get the other one. So if I do that, make sure that's on. And then trace around that. Remembering I'm going to need another 5mm end, which is the straight one there. Side one. So I need to come an extra. It doesn't matter if I go slightly over. Because I can always trim it down, but I can't add to it. So that can go off fairly straight. I need to cut that about there. Well, that's slightly exaggerated. Better too much than not enough. Now, how I'm going to make the lid is from the leg, which I've trimmed down, and then I will have to join these together and glue them up sort of like in shape, or as close as I can get it. And then, because it's got to go that way and that way, so it's got to go two different shapes. And then the hinge will be on one side, which will be down here or up here, so it hinges open that way. Because I can't make it into a drawer because of its shape. I can't really do a great deal with it because of its shape. So these will be cut down to whatever. I've got to cut that off because it's how the chair leg was, it's bowed slightly. So they're the size I want. So they're the size I'll go and make. That's it, you see them off. You see them off. Sort them out. You go for it. That's your job. So. This is probably one of the hardest, most difficult, awkward shapes I've ever done on a box, because each one of these is going to have to be chamfered to make fit. Or I could do it so it fits on the inside. which I will probably do. But this will make the lid. Maybe not that one. That one. Well, that will make the lid. Well, this is one of them. I'm going to place that one. Maybe I can get two thinner ones than that. That needs bringing down. Yeah, they're the ones. So that will end up the lid. So that's going to be interesting to make. Because the top of this box here has got quite a ridge on it, so a lot of that's got to come out in the middle. And if I do it so that is on top, then I've got a chamfer each one, because I can't just glue it straight. I can glue that one, and I can glue that one. A bit fat, that one. That's better. Perfect. In fact, those three could actually be glued, and so could those three. And that'll work out how I'm going to do that top one. But the thing is, if I glue them, they don't want to be flat. So maybe I'll glue them on there and just take them. There's a bit of rough on that. Oh, it's okay, it's on the yeah, glue those three together. And then glue those three together. In fact, I might change that one. Right, they fit. Oh, it's too thin, that one. Too thin, too fat, I reckon. No, that one will be alright. No, it's going to have to be on the outside and then hinged. It needs another one, really. So if I took that one out, can't use that one, bent. Too fat, too fat. Well, I can take these down on the yeah, that's not bad if it was glued like that. So I shall try it. Right, boy, what are you doing sat down there? Eh? Keeping your eye on me. Oh. I just keep it in that shape, so if I leave it on there it should stay there, hopefully. And then do the same with this one. Okay, stay in that shape for me. I think that's the shape I want. I'll worry about that piece when I've got that glued up. But something tells me it's not going to stay in that shape when I've done it. I suppose I could make it in a way these two open up like that. But I need to make sure there's no glue on that. So let's stick a bit of tape on it. then that should stick okay. Now I could glue them on and just cut the box off, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. Stick that there, make sure that's flat on there, in the right shape, and hopefully that will take form and stay like that. To strengthen it up, I can always put timber going that way, which will be glued on once it's done, and that should keep its shape and hopefully help its strength. And like I say, I could have it so it hinges both out, as long as the product looks right and it functions right, it should be alright. If it's not, then it's not. It's as simple as that.